Good morning and welcome to Waking Up with Don. We have a very special celebrity interview for you today in the way of Charlie Black. Charlie is you may not know his name, but you probably know a lot of his songs, and he's a very accomplished songwriter. He's also in the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. Charlie, thank you so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate it. You're here on the Gulf Coast. You're from Nashville, right? But you're
I
here
am
now.
from Nashville. I lived in Nashville most of my adult life, but my wife and I moved down here about 10 years ago. We live out at St. Joe Beach and enjoy it.
So it's kind of a cool place for a songwriter to live.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We love it. It's very quiet out there, and so you get enough quiet going, you need to write a song. So that's we'll fill it up with that.
Now, my introduction was kind of a left-handed compliment. You may not know his name, maybe you do, but people
probably not.
But people know your songs.
Yeah, well, I hope so. If you've been around country music, especially the last, I've been in the business for about 40 years. So I've written songs for Alan Jackson and Reba McEntire, Phil Vassar, Blackhawk, Anne Murray did a number of my songs over the years, and so.
Well, that sounds like an accomplished career. How did you get started in all that? Because if you wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer, I could tell you got to go to college, you got to go to law school, you got to go to medical school. How do you become a successful songwriter?
Well, I think first you get the bug, when I was in high school, I was actually probably in junior high. I think I was 14 when I wrote my first song. And I just never wanted to do anything else after that. I mean, it was all over. And, I had my little band, we had our little band, and we played the high school proms and whatever else, and later on the clubs and so forth. And
you gotta.
Well, and I grew up in Maryland, and which is maybe not a place you would think a country songwriter
No, not really. Yeah.
would grow up. But I had just a box full of songs. I had written all these songs, and I thought, well, I need to go see what I can do with these songs, if anything, And my first stop was Nashville, and I never left.
Wow.
Yeah. It was.
So you were actually successful at it. You managed to make a career and a living out of it. I mean,
yes,
that's
for most of those years.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure, like everybody, the creative types, there's got to be some lean years. There's some dues paying, I would imagine, along the way.
The ongoing rule of thumb is that when you go to Nashville, you got to be ready to do whatever you can for about the first 4 or 5 years you're there. I got lucky, really, because I had my first hit about 18 months after I hit town, which is really,
wow.
It's quick, and it doesn't happen that way very often. I was really fortunate,
Well, you must have been doing something right.
Well, I was working hard at it, and my wife Dana, her story is about the same. She came to.
Did you guys meet in Nashville?
We did. We met. We met actually as co-writers. She had written a couple of. She wrote a couple of really giant hits for George Strait. Check Yes or No and Write This Down, and co-writing is it's kind of what you do in Nashville. It's really quite fun. Writing by yourself gets a little lonely sometimes.
But I would imagine just co-writing is an intimate process. I mean.
Co-writing is I mean, I really enjoyed it. Writing with one other person or maybe two. Probably written the majority of my songs over the years that way. So it's a really nice, enjoyable process. And we met. We started writing songs together.
So you're here today, and tomorrow you're going to be at. We met through Pamela Elliott.
Elliott
Vocal Studios, and you're here today to talk about an event that's happening tomorrow at Pamela Elliott's place.
Yes, down at the Elliott Vocal Studio on 23rd.
You're going to have a songwriters workshop?
Dana and I are going to put on a songwriting seminar. And basically it's going to be, we're going to go, most of tomorrow afternoon, and we're going to talk about songwriting, the tips, techniques, things we've learned, questions that they, might want to ask us about anything, and we're going to hopefully critique some of the writers that come and
That'd be kind of cool.
Play us a song, and it's I think it's really for anybody that has some kind of interest in songwriting.
Charlie, we've got to run off to a break right
Sure.
now, but on the other side of that, let's talk a little more about that, and maybe you could play a little song for us and show us how it's done.
Well, sure, absolutely.
All right. I'm speaking with Charlie Black, and we'll be right back with our celebrity interview after your local weather, brought to you by the West Pittman Law Firm, westpittmanlawfirm.com. Welcome back to the show. I've got Pamela Elliott from Elliott Vocal Studios here with us. And isn't that Charlie Black something else?
Oh my gosh, he's so talented. Wow.
Yeah.
I can't even believe that they're actually going to be at Elliott Vocal Studios on Saturday, Charlie and Dana, and 18 #1 hits between them.
Is that amazing?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm just like over the moon.
And he's such a, we'll probably embarrass him now, but he's such a laid back guy.
He
and
really
he's just so
is.
unassuming that
He
you don't
sure
really
is.
realize that you're in the presence of a great talent.
Oh,
You know?
he's such a nice person.
And it's nice to see
Awesome.
nice people enjoy some modicum of success in a business that they love.
It really is. And you know what's even nicer?
It's more than a modicum. I mean, he's a great success. Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
it's nice to have celebrity status that has such a big heart for songwriting and to share their talent with
Yeah.
others, and to, they're going to be doing an amazing seminar.
I mean, he doesn't really need to do this.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, he does it for the
Him
joy
and Dana,
of... Yeah.
either one don't need to do it, but you know what? It's because their heart is in what they love to do, and that is songwriting and playing. And they sing and they songwrite and they're amazing. They're just, both of them are so talented.
So tell me a little bit about the event. They're going to be there.
Yes.
Saturday at what time?
Saturday from 1 to 4. We still have room. You can just come on and pay at the door. It's $75. And make sure you bring a pen and paper. Make sure if you have songs that you bring your instrument, acoustic please, and you can do your music for them in the seminar. It's not going to be a humongous amount of people, which is nice. So it's going to be a little more intimate. So come on and come at the door if you can. It's going to be amazing. If you want to write and you want to know how to write, this is the time to do that with some of the best in the whole. I mean, it's just the best in the business right here.
How did you meet Charlie? How did you?
How did I meet Charlie?
Yeah.
Charlie just walked into our building one day.
Really?
Yes.
Now I know he lives down here part-time, I suppose.
Yeah.
And he likes the beach and the climate and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And like all musicians, I suppose they seek out other musicians, don't they?
They do. And he just, like you said, he's just laid back and is kind. And Dana is too. Very, very talented. And we are so honored to have them
So
there.
he just walked in one day.
I know.
That's pretty amazing.
It's
Somebody
like,
with all these
wow.
big hits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to say I was ever so slightly starstruck. It's like, wow, this is Charlie Black. This guy writes like amazing music. It's
Yeah.
really, really, really an honor to have them.
And he's in that Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Oh, yes.
And he's had Grammy-nominated songs, and he's had #1 hits. And
Oh,
yeah.
18 #1 hits between the both of them. Dana wrote the George Strait song "Check Yes or No," and a lot of us remember that from some years back. Charlie's written Anne Murray, written for Anne Murray, the #1 hit for Anne Murray.
Yeah.
I mean, just and on and on. I could go on.
And we're going to get to hear that later in the show.
Oh
by the
yes,
way.
I know
Yeah.
he did that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
That
Yes.
really is awesome that you guys have actually gotten together. Now, another name that pops up, and we're gonna talk about someone we all know, is the Ghetto Palace. I mean, that is like a big music scene here too now.
Yes, it is, and you cannot ask for nicer people than Crook and Vicky Stewart.
Yeah.
And such a heart those people have for the musicians here, And you know, it takes a village to help people. It's not just one person. And Crook's such a catalyst. I mean, he draws people, and he suggests things, and he has such a great relationship with all kinds of people.
Yeah.
And he really helps the music scene here.
And he's been here on the show. And,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
and what he's trying to do, I think, is just wonderful, trying to turn Panama City into Music City, Florida.
And wonderful.
And-
It's great.
and there's
Downtown Harrison Avenue.
Yeah.
We have one of our students. Actually, she's been playing at, I think it's called Millie's, down on Harrison, and she's one of the tips for talent artists that
we've got new talent, we've got established talent, we've got people that come in from other places.
Yes.
And I really think that, you know, if the community gets behind this effort, we could make Panama City something special downtown.
Absolutely. Let's make it special. I mean, the East Coast is such a beautiful, beautiful place. Why not?
Why not? I've got to run off to a break, but let's talk more about that on the other side of these messages. We'll be right back.
Hi and good morning. Welcome back to Waking Up with Don. I'm Zenobia Andrews, your business system strategist, and I am thrilled, excited. It's Friday, and we're in the Max Out Studios bringing you your Max Out tip for today. Listen, all week long we've been talking about the 5 steps in maxing it out, the 5 key steps in maxing it out, and we have saved the juiciest for last, the best for last, and that tip is perseverance, the power to not quit, not give up, and throw in the towel regardless of the obstacles that come your way. You know, as a business coach, I have found that many of my clients that are the most successful, they have embraced the power of perseverance. I'm here to share with you that things are going to happen. Unexpected things are going to happen. People are going to disappoint you. Some businesses are going to fail, but you have got to have the tenacity, the spirit to keep it moving forward no matter what comes your way. I'm Zenobia Andrews, your business system strategist, and I am here to support you as you continue to persevere towards your dreams. You can connect with me at www.zenobiaandrews.com. If you follow me on social media, I will follow you right back. And let's continue to press towards the max.
Welcome back to the show. We've got a real musical show lined up here today, and we've got Pamela Elliott once again.
Hey, Don.
You've got that great event that's happening. That's what are you calling it? A songwriters workshop?
It is a songwriter seminar with
Seminar.
Charlie and Dana
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
And yes, they have written for Anne Murray,
Uh-huh.
George Strait, Reba McEntire,
Yeah,
and
just-
on and on and on. And I'm talking about #1 hits.
Just a super talent right here in Panama City at our disposal. It's just amazing.
Absolutely.
And you know, we talked a little bit about Crook Stewart, just to name drop a little, because we do that on
Absolutely.
this show.
Yes.
You know how he's trying to turn this downtown area into like Music City. You know, sort of like a mini Nashville. I mean, and it's got such great potential. The downtown
sure
is
does.
so cool. We've got all the elements here, all this talent that's coming here. And now, little by little, it's starting to gain a little traction downtown. And businesses like
Yes.
yours are kind of promoting that kind of creativity.
Absolutely.
So, you know,
Absolutely.
I think just, you know, between what the city's doing, what Crook is doing, what you're doing, and then talents like Charlie and his wife coming here. I mean,
Yes. We're getting
yeah,
there.
we are
We are
getting
getting
there.
there. I really believe that. And if go downtown and go hear these artists and tip the talent, because they do deserve to be paid something for all the hard work that they put in for their
When do they do that?
talent.
When is it every night, or is it just Wednesday nights, or?
You know, I believe I know it's on Wednesday nights, and I believe maybe even on the weekends some.
So people are playing downtown in
And-
certain restaurants and venues
Right,
down there.
and you can, you know, call the restaurants, and I know Millie's does it, so it's one that you can go to. But it's just going to be more and more and more.
Yeah, and you've got some great talent coming through your studios.
Oh
I
my
know
goodness,
that.
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing talent. It's you got Errol Melvin and the boys. And
Had him on the show.
You got
Yeah.
Erin Martin, and you got
Another great talent.
Gabrielle
Yeah.
Catherine, who is playing at Millie's.
Oh, is she?
Or has been playing at Millie's. Just and I could there's Southern Sunday, Kyle Mitchell and Alec and just on and on and on. There I could just name off so many talented talented folks that are coming through. Jam Therapy.
Yeah, had them here too, or at least 2 of them.
Yes.
2 out of 4.
Yes. They're going to be playing spring break here. Then there's Geneva, of course, that's going to be playing on March 30th out at Harley Davidson. And Jam Therapy's playing out at Harley Davidson. I mean, it just goes on and on. It's great.
Yeah, so there's going to be tons of music in town.
Yes.
I mean, and it's going to be more and more of this as time goes on. You know, you're a vocal instructor, I guess. Is that the proper term? Yeah.
Vocal coach,
A vocal
teacher.
coach or vocal teacher here in town. Also kind of a musician, I would imagine, as well.
Yeah, vocal musician
yeah.
for sure.
What's your favorite kind of music? Do you have a certain genre that you like more than others, or?
I have to tell you, I may be old, but I'm young at heart, and I love some hip hop as long as it's clean. And I like all kinds of music. I like folk music. I like bluegrass music. I like a little opera. If
Really?
it's fresh and it's
You
not,
like a little country too, right?
I do. I love country.
Yeah.
Country's awesome. I mean, I could go on, and
But you like it all, it sounds
I
like.
do kind of like it all. I mean,
Yeah.
I just about have to because I hear so much music all the time, every day.
Yeah.
So I do love all kinds of music. But one of my favorite things is beatboxing. So, and don't ask me to
Beatboxing.
do that because I can't. But I sure do love it.
That's like boop, 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 type,
Yeah.
that type stuff.
Yeah, check out Pentatonics. They
Okay.
do. It's awesome.
Well, we've got to run off. We're out of time, but we're going to hear Charlie play another one of his great hits here in just a
Oh,
minute.
that's fabulous.
And thanks for coming on the show, and thanks for everything you're doing here in Panama City to make us Music City.
Well, it like I said, it's not just me. It takes a village.
Yeah, it does. And we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to Waking Up with Don, and we've got Charlie Black in the studio today. He's an award-winning songwriter. I said it right this
Very
time.
good, yeah.
And a member of the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. Charlie, you're going to be at the Elliott Vocal Studios tomorrow, aren't you?
I am. My wife Dana and I will be conducting a songwriting seminar starting at 1 o'clock at Elliott Vocal Studio, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I think it's going to be great. If you're interested in songwriting, let's come on out.
And that's at 1 to 4 at Elliott Vocal Studios?
Yep, that's it.
And now you're actually, once I heard some of the songs that you've written, it was like, oh my God. I mean, it just, it just blew me away. Is there a song that you're going to play for us now that we might recognize?
Well, this is a song. This is a song that Anne Murray recorded. It's been around a long time at this point, but Anne was very good to me. She had recorded a number of my songs, and this one actually was the first one she recorded, and it went on to become a pretty good sized hit. So.
All right, well, I look forward to hearing it.
There you go.
All right, take it away, Charlie.
With the shadows in the moonlight, darling, I'll meet you at midnight. Hand in hand we'll go dancing through the Milky Way. I will find you